Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. Let's get right into it. You, yourself alone, are so sophisticated. They have to try to match your exquisiteness by mirroring and mimicking everything they see. You're so sophisticated. You're so sophisticated. I knew I was going to say that when I came up with the title for this video. But you're so sophisticated. There are people who won't tell you this, but you're very sophisticated. You are extremely classy. You're very classy, very sophisticated, extremely, to the point where people view you like royalty. People see you as someone who knows how to carry themselves. They see you as someone that needs to be watched. They see you as someone who should be studied. They take note of a lot of the things you do because you are so sophisticated. You're so sophisticated. You're so sophisticated. You are so sophisticated. You're like Rick Ross in that video, in that song, So Sophisticated. Shout out to Ricky Rose. You're so sophisticated. All right, some of them can't stand to see you being this sophisticated. Some of them can't stand to see your level of sophistication, how you carry yourself, how you dress. You probably put your napkin in your lap when you go out to eat. Probably know how to place your fork and knives. You got some etiquette. You are so sophisticated. All right. And shout out to everybody who taught us this etiquette. All right. You are so sophisticated. No matter how or why it got taught, but that's neither here nor there. You're still sophisticated anyway. All right. You are so sophisticated. There are a lot of things that you do that catches people off guard. They want to know why you carry yourself the way you do. They want to know why sometimes you go out dressed the way you're dressed. Why you move the way you move. How you handle yourself with such elegance, such style, such incredible ways. Your mannerisms, your body language. You don't carry yourself like most people. Most people carry themselves like mirror images. And that's why people will mirror you and mimic you, because there are a lot of people out there that recreate the styles of others. Most people are just carbon copies of everything and everyone else they see. That's what most people are. Most people are just doing what they see others see. And that there's some healthy points with that, because if we didn't have that, some certain people wouldn't be practicing empathy out here. Certain people wouldn't be good people. Certain people wouldn't see someone do something good to someone else and then go redo it. But there are people who see you and your sophistication, your sophisticatedness, and they want to be sophisticated too. Shout out to everybody else who wants to be sophisticated. I'm not mad at you. I also would like to be sophisticated if I saw someone doing something classy. When I see people doing things that are classy, I see someone driving a certain vehicle, I see someone dressed a certain way, I see someone elegantly going out on the town, I say, yes, that's it. You go ahead with your sophisticated self. I agree with that. I agree with that same thing for me. I don't go try to stop somebody else from being sophisticated. I don't ask God to curse them for being sophisticated. I don't even try to curse them for being sophisticated. All right, nothing. No curses towards people who are sophisticated. That's being unsophisticated. You take sophistication to a whole new level. All right, you're probably a gentleman, probably a gentle lady. All right, depending on the, male, if you're male or female. All right, I know I have both that watch this channel. All right, men and women. All right, gentlemen, gentle ladies. Okay, ladies and gents. You really know how to show people how to have a good time in a proper way, in a right way. The things you do, other people want to replicate. They just like how you do things. You might go to the beach. You might go out. You might go have some fun. You might go enjoy yourself. You might go do something that is entertaining or entertainment for you or good for you. And you don't think that you're doing anything out of the ordinary. But there are people who will just be observing you and say, wow, he or she is really living it up. They enjoy the way that you enjoy yourself. That is sophistication. When you have people enjoying you, enjoying yourself. They like seeing you out there chilling and looking good and feeling good and enjoying the day, enjoying the beach, enjoying the ambiance of the restaurant. All right, you are doing your thing and they are taking notice, as you should and as they should. You are setting a standard. You are a standard setter. You are a standard setter. You set the standards. We out here in nature today. You can tell by how I'm moving. We are out here in nature. Um, you are sophisticated. And there's a lot of people who take notice. There are a lot of people who want to be just like you. You may go out and be sitting somewhere and someone even trusts, you probably go out and look nice and people have to compete with you to look nice. They adjust their posture some kind of way, or, they really sophisticated up. They start acting like this, when you come around. That's because you are sophisticated. They try to one up you in feeling good and looking good. Probably put their nose all up in the air and adjust their face like this. Hello. Probably start talking all different and fancy. They have to try to one up you and be in competition with you, enjoying yourself. Why else do you think they would do that? You know the answer to it. I don't need to keep saying it. But they will try to one up you. Aren't you supposed to be enjoying your time out? Aren't you supposed to be enjoying your evening out with your girl or your boo or your man or your friend? Or aren't you supposed to be having a good time? Aren't you supposed to be enjoying yourself? Hope you all can see me. Just got a nice little cloud blocking the sun right now. I think right here is a nice view. So as you continue on your journey, just keep doing you, because you're doing something right. And that's why a lot of people had to try to make you doubt yourself, second guess yourself, because what you were doing was so right. And you would do certain things people wouldn't even expect from you. And I'm telling you, you don't make a big deal out of it. It's normal to you. Being sophisticated is normal to you. It's just who you are naturally. You are royalty. And this is why you act the way you act. They look at you like you're the Queen of England or the Queen of Scotland. That's how they look at you, all right? They try to make themselves feel the way you do. All because they peep the energy, they peep the vibes. They see what type of energy you're giving off. You're giving off the energy of royalty. You're giving off the vibes of someone in a position that they would like to be in. You're giving off the energy of someone who has a crown on, whether that be an actual real crown. All right, I'm not hating on if you walk around with a real crown, but you probably have some type of spiritual light, some type of spiritual gift, some type of spiritual thing that you are able to do that makes your aura glow a certain way. It makes you hold yourself to a certain stature. All right. It gives you your presence, gives you a certain status. All right. That connection to God. It uplifts you in such a way to where when people see you, how you carry yourself because of that, they're able to witness things in you that they just don't see in other people. And it causes you to behave in a way that separates you from the crowd because you are sophisticated. You're like a James Bond. All right, Pete, you giving off tuxedo vibes without even being in a suit, without even being in a tuxedo. You go places and people stare at you all funny and all weird, like, who does this person think they are? Where did this person just come from? What kind of man is this? What kind of woman is this? This is a sophisticated person that you're looking at. This is a sophisticated person that you're dealing with. This is someone who knows who they are. This is someone who sees themselves a certain way and without even trying is easily and effortlessly able to portray that. You probably have bags that you don't even hop into because you're afraid of offending somebody. You probably have a rural version of yourself that you got tucked away somewhere and you've been hiding it from everybody because you don't want to, your fear of facing backlash. And I'm telling you today, right here and right now, don't fear that backlash. All right, don't fear how people are going to take you. Don't fear how people are going to look at you. Be that person that you've been hiding because of the backlash, because of how they might take you, because of what they might have to say. These people will try to put fear into you and to make you act like a person that is controlled by them. And then when you start to be your real natural self, they'll say, is something wrong with you? No, this is the person that you've always been. You've just been intimidated by them because they tried to intimidate you to try not to be that person because they would have felt insecure if you were to step it up, if you were to be who and what is natural to you, which is someone and something that they just can't be or do because you are sophisticated. When you have a righteous spirit and a clean heart, and you even pray for those things, your energy hits different. You hit different. Your soul hits different. Your spirit hits different. Your mind, your conversation, your intellect is just on another level. People feel something different from your presence that they get from the average person. They even feel good when they're around you. It feels good to be around you. You give off happy, good, wonderful, amazing feelings to other people. That's why when you're out, random people want to walk up to you and talk to you for long periods of time. You be like, "Hey, I gotta go. It's been real. I enjoy talking to you. I gotta go. I understand. I gotta go. All right, this was a really nice conversation. If I see you again, we could possibly continue this. All right, yeah, I come here sometimes. I'm here every now and then. Sure, yeah. Okay. Yep, I like that. All right, and I would like that. All right, I'll talk to you. They want some more of that energy. They want they want to be around. They want to be in your presence again. And a lot of people will like being in your presence, and a lot of people will dislike being in your presence because your ability to do those things and to have those effects on people, and they know that they can't. They know that's why they're looking at you. They know that's why they're staring at you. They know that's why they're comparing themselves to you, trying to sit like you or sit in a better way or out posture you, or God forbid, you leaned over and you're sitting with a curve for a moment and you sit back up straight and this person's all straighter than straight could be, looking like they got a board in their back. All you're doing is being yourself and enjoying who you are. And don't allow anyone to take that from you. And the person that you may have been intimidated to not be, that's who you really are. And despite how people treat you for that, despite how people greet you for that, despite how people, you know, want to look at you strange or different or try to say it's something about you that's off, all they're trying to do is discourage you. All right, when you have something that others don't, that they would like to have, and you're using it and displaying it and enjoying it, oh man, that's gonna mess them up. They're gonna hate that. They're not gonna want to see that. And and their tactic to try to make you feel weird about what you're doing or who you are, and like trying to be unfriendly to you, is just a way to try to get you to not be in a way that causes them to feel different about themselves. It's like you going to a car show with a car that nobody's ever seen before. You go into a car show with the model that hasn't been released yet. Are you're going to the fashion show with the clothes that don't come out until 5-10 years from now. You're futuristic. Mr. Futuristic, ain't it? Ain't I? All right, you're futuristic. There's things about you that other people wish they had going on with them, going on in them. There's certain things about you that other people will never be able to encompass within themselves because they don't look for it within themselves. They're too busy looking at it in someone else. And you have these things and you use these things, and you're not afraid to use these things. You're not afraid to be who you were put here to be. You may have been intimidated at one point and may have, felt like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this, or, maybe I shouldn't do that. Screw that. Be all that. Do all that. Don't dim your light for nobody. Don't dim your shine for nobody. Don't not feel good for nobody. They're just mad because you could take it to a whole new level than them. So it's up to you. All right. You know that you're a sophisticated person. You know that you handle yourself a certain way. People will feel some type of way about it because they just don't. That's just not who they are, and that's okay. They don't have to be that. They don't have to do that. And it's possibly because they can't do that or they can't be that, and they're mad and they're upset and they don't want to do it. But then when they see you doing it, see, they don't think it's cool until somebody that's cool makes it look cool. There are things that you do that you just make it look good. You make being the type of person that you are look good. You make displaying certain qualities that people would get ridiculed by others if they choose to be that way look good. And that's why many are called but few are chosen. All right, some people are called but they don't want to pick up the phone because of fear of what other people may say about them. And we all deal with a little bit of that, but it's just certain things that you just don't give a damn about. And you know what, this is who I am. And there's some things that I have put on the back burner. There are some things that I have put to the side for, not trying to ruffle some feathers or this, that, and the other. But there are certain things I'm just not putting to the side. And I don't care, give a crap how anybody feels about it. But that real you, that real, true, authentic you, don't put that to the side no more. Be that person. Because that's the sophisticated version of you. That's the person who you were created to be. And I know it may feel weird. I know it may feel strange. If you haven't been that person, you may feel distant from that person. You may feel like you're not being real or you're being fake, but that's who you are. You're just not comfortable being who that person is because people tried to make you feel uncomfortable for being who that person is. People try to make you feel uncomfortable for being yourself and stop you from being you because what is in you is not in them. They had to try to make you feel uncomfortable. That was their only mechanism. That was their only way to feel greater than you. And when people are in competition with you, that's what their goal is. That's what the objective is to be greater than you. And the reason why you're sophisticated is because you're not with all that competition BS. You're not with all that competition crap. You can go out and enjoy yourself and be you and have a good time without having to compete with others. And that's what causes people to look at you, because when you go out places, you're not worried about nobody else. People go out places and they all looking at each other and trying to stand different and trying to pose different and adjusting their clothes and doing this and doing that. And that's not for everybody. All right. That's not for everybody. There are people, you could see, okay, I see you. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay. You think you bad, huh? Okay, cool. All right, that's what's up. Blah, blah, blah. There's that. And then there's just people in straight up just competition with each other, which is just whack. It's not like you had a car competition. I can understand you had a car competition. I don't get it twisted. I'm probably one of the most competitive people you'll meet. I love me some competition. But when it comes to actually, like, what are we competing against? I'm in competition against myself every day. I'm in competition with what I did yesterday every day. I'm in competition with the person that I see when I look in the mirror every day. That's what makes me competitive. I gotta beat this guy. I gotta be better than this person. But I mean, if we in a car competition, I understand. You know, my candy paint gonna be dripping, my slab gonna be hitting. All right, my wheels is gonna be spinning. All right, you know, my leather interior is gonna be leather interior. You know, if we're in a competition for whatever it is, you know, I'm gonna put up my best act. I'm gonna put my best foot forward. I'm gonna do the best that I can. But if it's not a competition, what are we really doing? And the fact that you are able to realize that, okay, people are playing games, but this ain't the type of game that I'm playing. All right, you know, this ain't the type of game that I'm playing. That's what makes you sophisticated. That's the difference between you and other people. You don't play petty games. You're not in competition just for the sake of being in competition. You don't see other people as competition, and that's what's different about you. And I apologize if the camera was off my face for that portion of the video. Um, you don't see other people as competition like that. You know, we're not competing against anything. We're not playing against each other. Nobody got a jersey on. Nobody got a ball in their hand. It's not you versus me. But people will go out into life and look and see themselves being as versus other people. We're not rap battling or you know, we're not breakdancing against each other or street battling or break battling or break beat battling. You know, we're not doing any of that. I would even understand if it was a fashion competition, or if it was a style competition, or a swag competition. Who could dress the flyest? You know, I understand all that. But when you're going out to just have a good time and you don't even know folks, that's what separates you from everybody else. You don't go out to look at other people and to see what they got. You're going out to enjoy yourself. You're not going out to be the best, or to be able to enjoy yourself. We enjoyed ourselves the best, better than everybody. We had the best time out of everyone. Damn, why do I keep holding the camera away from my face like that? All right, we are going out to have a better time than everyone. We're enjoying ourselves better than everyone this evening. Nobody's enjoying themselves better than us tonight. I mean, hey, that's why you go out. I know the food is, if I know it's a place where I know the food is hidden, you know, if I know it's a little fancy spot, you know, I throw my little fancy collar shirt on, you know, my little Drew tube shades and whatnot, you know, I do my thing, you know, I go out there and do it big, baby. You know, even if I'm doing it big in a little way, I don't care. I'm doing it big to me. I'm even if I'm doing it big in here, that's all I need. You're not doing it big. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't fresh. Whatever. I wouldn't even ask. I ain't fresh. I wouldn't even ask that question. I ain't fresh. Whatever. I ain't fresh. Okay, whatever. Neither are your panties. Neither are your drawers. Neither are you. But see, that's why you don't talk to. I wouldn't have talked to those, you know, younger ladies like that. But if it was some people my age, I'd have went in on them. You know, I got respect for the youth. You ain't fresh. Okay, all right, all right. Wait till the camera off. You nah. You know, I got respect for the youth. Okay, I understand. You ain't fresh. Okay, cool. All right. Well, neither are you. As far as that would have went. But that brother, you know, was he looked like he, you know, they looked like they had caught him off guard. So I'll give him that. And that was fresh, you know. He had his little, he had his fit going, you know. That was a fresh fit, you know. That to me, that was fresh. You know, anything clean that you could look right, look good. Like they're young, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when their standards change, when they realize that all you got to do is have something that look good and neat and clean, that's fresh to me. I really don't care. I don't care where you got it from. If it's clean, if it's brand new, you know, if it's, you know, it's fresh to me. You know, so hey, I really don't care what people think as far as that. And you don't care what people think either. You don't care what people think. Yo, go out and have a good time. Don't give a crap what nobody think or how they feel about it. That's you. Go out, have a good time. Don't give a darn what nobody got to think. Water. You don't care what anybody got to say about it. And that's the difference between you and them. And that's what makes you sophisticated. And that's what makes others not as sophisticated. Not to say they're not sophisticated, but you know, it's just certain things you notice. It's like you do something and then somebody will do it, or you're, you know, you look in a certain way, or you sit in a certain way, or position yourself a certain way, or you're out enjoying yourself a certain way. Like, man, you'll go to a place to eat. People will drive past, not even have that on their schedule for today, and just because they see you going in there, like, oh, you're not gonna be the only person enjoying themselves today. They'll pull up in there in a heartbeat. I'd like everything on the menu. I can afford it. Say the order all loud and whatnot. I want the extra, extra, extra. Read all about it. Probably got sparklers, you know, shooting out everything, cream, glitter. Nigga, he got the 2000 tray. He got the 2000 tray. All right. But anyway, it's been another DruTube special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. All right. Shout out to all my sophisticated brethren and sisters out there. All right. I will see you, sophisticated brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, in the next video. We out.